guys. It's finally Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, friends. Happy Friday. The sun is shining. It is so pretty outside. It is warm today. Been sitting outside. However, they say that the sunshine is bringing the storms in on Sunday, and I'm not here for that. Not here for that. So if y'all have wonky storms coming this weekend, please be safe. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me get to the peoples in the chat, my friends. Hey, Michelle. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Akasha. Good afternoon. Hello, Margaret. You are here and on time. Yes, you are. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Love your basement for tornado weather, right? Yeah, that's what they're good for. All right, we are going to get started straight out the gate. Let me grab it. I've got it here. I just need to share the right one. Did you guys have a good night last night? Tell me, everybody, what y'all have for dinner last night? What did everybody have for dinner last night? We had taco salad. I had taco salad. And it was very good. All right, so I've got it up now. I'm going to move that tab there. Put this right here. Ooh, Louisiana shrimp boil. Yum, Michelle. I'm allergic to shellfish, but still sounds yum. Give me some smoked sausage or chicken, and I'd be happy as a clam. Sausage casserole. That sounds interesting. Hold on, I gotta put my lip stuffs on because, man. My lips, I'm telling you, they feel like sandpaper. Yeah, you can do it that way. I know it's just, it would have to be made in a whole separate pot because even the juices off the shrimp could like close my whole throat up like that. And I don't want that. Hey, Sherry. Hello. Michelle said, Wendy, is that like a hamburger casserole? Yeah, like what all's in it, Wendy? Is it like ground up sausage or is it like chunks of like sausage, like smoked sausage or... Yeah, I don't want to asphyxiate. No, thank you. That would not be fun. Okay, I'm shooing this little gnat that's coming to... My one little neighborly gnat that likes to hang around. God. All right. Here we go. Here we go now, baby. All right. I have my banner up because we know we're going to be triggered, right? Okay. We had cheese ravioli because I was busy cleaning my garage. My plants are getting too leggy to be in the house. They need some sunshine. That's what happens. You know what? I love Is it petunias? I think it's petunias. I love them. They're pretty, but they get so leggy that I can't deal with them. They get on my nerves. And you can cut them back, but we have a lot of shade around our house, so that's why. Michelle, yeah, we've done the hamburger tater tot casserole before. Michelle's having chicken pasta salad tonight. That sounds good too. Mine died because I didn't get them off the heat mat. Oh no. I can keep a ficus alive though. Explain that. I don't know. I'm not good at keeping anything alive. However, my favorite flower the last few years has been the, hold on, I always want to say begonia, but it's not begonia, it's geraniums. The geraniums like poof up in a big like colorful like ball. And they're really pretty. And they're easy. They're so easy to take care of. They just are. And they're pretty. Yeah, the red geraniums are so pretty. They're beautiful. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit the play button. This one is dated. We are on part 3. Let me just say that. Part 3 of the Stephan Sterns jail calls to his folks at home. Again, I want to give all credit to Gavin Fish for keeping his case files in such a neat, tidy manner. I love that. And you guys will want to go check him out because I think he's got a really cool live stream set to go tonight. Yeah, for tonight at 7:30. So yeah, definitely. Let me copy that link. Post it here in the chat. Hey, Gail. Good to see you, girlfriend. They do well in North Carolina summer heat. Yeah. Check out. Looks like it's, did I say 7:30? Let me double check. Yes. PM tonight. All right, here he is. And if you happen to hop over there, tell him that Jenny at the Crime Cafe sent you over there. I would appreciate that a lot. I think he just celebrated hitting like 1 million views or something. Wow, that's incredible. Anyway. All right, now let me see. We're going to get started here with this. And I'm going to try to not interject so much. I know I tried that yesterday and I did it more than I normally do. I can't help but I can't keep my mouth shut. I try really hard, but let's go.
1 for English. The time is 9:19 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after
Sounds
this
good,
message.
Wendy.
Press 1 to place it. Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please.
I know you are, Gail.
Your account balance is $37. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
press 0 to continue or
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from... This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
I got it. I got it.
Hey.
Stephan. Hey.
Yeah.
You called and the phone just flashed a call coming in and then it just hung up.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd try Mom after I tried you 3 times, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how you guys doing?
How are you? What are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so I'm probably only going to get the 1 call.
Oh, where have you been all week?
Well, I mean, I've been here, you know, so. Haven't
Where have you
know
been
that,
all week,
but-
Stephan?
Taking all week to call, you couldn't get access to the phone?
I've been mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
Okay.
What's that?
I said, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys holding up?
Oh, good. Same old, same old.
Well, no, we're balls to the wall getting ready because she's having 8 puppies.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that is,
Puppy
If we write
time.
you a
Puppy
note, can you
time.
come over and help?
what's that?
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
Oh, you know, that'd be great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little while back, some of the nurses or officers were talking to each other like, let's just take the day off today. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You know what, guys? Let's all just take the day off today and come back tomorrow.
That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they save so much money if they just put everybody in ankle bracelets and let them go home.
Well, you know, that would be counterproductive because they want people to suffer.
So you're going to suffer enough once you go to prison, but if you're just in jail waiting trial, I don't know why you can't be on an ankle bracelet and come home.
Because
no.
suffer.
Suffer. Okay.
And because he could potentially, like, seek out another girl. Hello, idiots.
Yeah, we suffer too. We suffer right along with you.
Yeah. If I went home, that'd be, you know, too tempting for me to do something and not go to trial, probably.
Yeah,
so
too tempting. Yeah, you would be tempted, all right. That's true.
Well, then why is it in a bracelet?
But, you know, it's like, I wouldn't waste too much energy having any sort of grudge or hurt feelings against her. She's suffering too in her own way, so.
I'm not as much as you are, sweetheart.
Well, you know, she lost her daughter.
Yeah?
Her whole world was turned upside down too. You know?
And you lost, you know, a wonderful person that you love too.
Yep. But everyone's world got turned upside down by this. No one is having a good time here. Just remember that, you know?
Nobody's having a good
Has she
time.
tried to call you, or have you called her?
No. In fact, I'm under a strict no contact order during at least the trial. I'm not legally not supposed to contact her at all.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much standard operating procedure.
Okay.
And I'm almost kind of glad you guys aren't able to visit me or haven't come to visit me, because I feel like if you were to see my face, you guys would be a lot more concerned.
Why? Did somebody beat you up?
No, it's hard to get beat up in isolation, but I am very thin and my eyes are sunken in and I've got dark circles under my eyes and I look like hell.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's just very drawn and sort of emaciated looking. Even the social workers said,
hey,
they came and
Sherry.
visited me on Monday and they said, it looks like I'd lost some more weight. So I have no idea how much I weigh now, but I can see myself getting thinner.
How the fun's holding up?
Well, I saw that you put $30 in there the last Friday that we talked. I hadn't made any orders since then, though. So I just got the cost today and saw that. So as of today, there was $16 left. But I did need to make an order. So actually, if you get a chance, I need to drop about $50 or so in there if you can.
All right.
I ordered a buttload more coffee, a few more hard candies, some sleeves of saltines, but I needed to get some hygiene items as well, so I got some dandruff shampoo and some washcloths.
Okay. Did you get the books yet?
No. To that effect, Dad, were you ever able to follow up with the people at the mailroom and find out what's going on?
Yeah, we found out that the address that was given us is the wrong address, and so now we have the correct address, and so now we're trying to chase down where the order is so that we can get those books returned and order new books for you.
Really? Damn, what the hell? It was in the inmate handbook. I guess they need to update this stupid inmate handbook. So what, do you have to send the books to this actual address here at the jail?
Yep.
Wonderful.
And they had already returned the Cotta book. So I guess whoever at the other part of the Osceola system.
No. I remember we double ordered the books. That was the last book I returned.
Oh,
I don't know.
Because I took it to Staples, and then it's, oh no, this isn't us.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Okay, so I guess
Disregard that.
once you get the books sent to this address, they should get through then.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing we figured that out, I guess. I don't know why they haven't updated this stupid handbook.
Me either.
That's pretty silly. They're handing everybody this thing and it's got the wrong information.
So I found a file folder that had your operative report from Irvine when they did your kidney, so we're sending that to your attorneys.
Okay.
Sarasota Hospital, I still don't have anything on, but apparently since there was a lawsuit and it was finished, we can go through our Rebecca or somebody can go through the Sarasota County Clerk's office to get that complete transcript of that.
Okay.
Peel and
They
paint
need to
stinking.
jump on that and do that, but I've got this operative report here that you were going to, when you were looking at the Navy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send that, and I found your original high school diploma.
Oh, cool.
And your original birth certificates, and we now have 3 here at the house for you.
Oh, well, it's good to have spares.
I just made the deposit for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
There's some more money for your
Got
snacks.
some more root beer barrels in that order, some Starlight Mints, and I also ordered some butterscotch discs just to change it up a little bit, too.
Oh, I love butterscotch.
Yeah, I figured the old man candies are probably the ones that don't sell out the fastest.
Old man candies?
Yeah, the root beer barrels, butterscotch, the mint,
What sells out the fastest?
What's that?
What sells out the fastest?
Jolly Ranchers, sour fruit balls,
okay.
things like that.
Gotcha.
Of course, I order for the sour fruit balls just in case they're actually back in stock. I'd like to try them out at some point.
So you know what
Gail.
Jolly Ranchers are like, so.
Oh yes, they're delicious, which is, why I'm really bummed that I can pretty much never freaking get them.
They have lemon drops?
Yeah, they have like lemon heads, lemon drops.
Oh, okay.
But they're more expensive.
You must be pursing your lips when you get those.
Well, I haven't gotten any because they're over $2 for a pack of them.
Wow, okay.
Are you talking about one of those little box packs or a bag?
I'm not sure. I guess I could order them to find out, but I'd rather get stuff that I know I'm getting better bang for my buck. So anyway.
I can't believe it took you going to jail to learn how to budget.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Silver linings.
If there is one.
Yeah, it took me going to jail to have some clarity on a lot of shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
About what's really most important in life, about how cavalier and careless I've been, and with all the people and things and whatnot that I love and enjoy. And
Can I ask you a personal question, Stephan?
Here we go. Here we go.
Sure.
Did anybody ever abuse you sexually?
I don't know about abuse, but I mean, I was kind of sexualized early on.
By who?
Kids in the neighborhood. I had my first French kiss when I was 6 years old. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Remember Nick Poland on All Stars Court?
Was it him?
No, it was his sister,
Oh.
Samantha.
Uh-huh.
We were all playing hide and seek. I hid in the closet. She found me and planted one on me, and there was her tongue.
Well, she has her mother as a great example.
Well, she was also like a year or two older than us, so who knows what the hell was going on there.
So she was just experimenting. Somebody told her about it. She was trying it.
And then, of course, you know, a lot of the kids in the neighborhood used to go around flashing, and me included. You know, girls used to flash me and stuff, and I don't know. It was a weird time. The 90s were a weird time.
Yeah, it's pretty promiscuous.
Yeah. I mean, even the next door neighbor, Diane, used to, you know, show me what she had going on, so.
Who's Diane?
In California.
The old lady next door?
Her daughter.
Oh.
Our granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, well, anyway. So.
Well, it's just that, you know, they say that sometimes when you know, like children, that you have been an abused child, and it was intimated that perhaps we had abused you in some way.
No, he has never did. And strictly speaking, I'm not actually into younger people like that.
Okay, super confused. Because Mama says, they say when you like young people like that, you know, it's because you've had something happen to you. And then he has the nerve to say, I'm not really into young people like that. Well, all of your devices beg to differ. And your folks know that. So how can you say you're not into that? Can anybody make that make sense in the chat? I don't understand that. We know what you did, and you're trying, and what? She's looking for a reason, right? She's trying to make it make sense in her head. But for him to say, well, but really, I'm not into young people like that. He even has the nerve here in a second to say, you know, I don't even like kids. I don't even like most kids. You didn't look at her like a kid. I swear to all that I believe in that he treated her like a girlfriend. I really think that's you know, I don't know what else to say. I just thought that was the most dumbest comment that he's made. He's setting up the TBI defense that he's still mentally 13 years old. Very possible. Very possible. Yeah, Patricia, I noticed that too. He's like the old lady next door. The confusion in Dad's voice right there, right? She's like, no, her daughter or granddaughter. Okay, I'm going to rewind it back so we can be triggered again. Because I want you hear it in the mom's voice when she says, you know, when you like little kids like that or something. I can't remember exactly, but ugh.
Oh.
Our granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, well, anyway. So,
Well, it's just that, they say that sometimes when like children, that you have been an abused child, and it was intimated that perhaps we had abused you in some way.
No, he has never did. And strictly speaking, I'm not actually into younger people like that. As you know, I don't even like most kids, so it's just hard to feel a generalized attraction towards any of them.
Was it just her, or was it other people as well?
I can't get into specific details, but no, it was not a thing with anybody. It was
They redact something out right there.
All right, got it.
But I don't want to get too much into details or
Yeah, I know.
confirm or deny anything officially, anything that could possibly be used against me. I mean, I haven't seen the inside of a courtroom yet, so it would be kind of stupid to be making anything that could be construed as an admission of guilt.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering who I needed to go Mama Bear on if they had hurt you as a child.
No, unfortunately, shit was just weird back in the 90s, and unfortunately I got exposed to all that stuff pretty early on.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but none of it was your guys' fault.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Well, I would hope you'd feel better. You have nothing to feel bad about in that regard. I mean, you might have been a little more heavy on the discipline than I would have cared for, but,
Well, look what I had for an example of when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't treat you as bad as my mother treated me, so.
Stephan, honey, in my opinion, you weren't disciplined enough. How old would he have been in the 90s? Maddie's age? I don't know. I don't know how old he is or when his birthday is or anything. I mean, we could easily find out if somebody wants to Google how old he is, and we could guesstimate how old he would have been in the 90s. So, I think he's 38. Mm-hmm. Per jumpsuit, Pablo. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
And you probably would have been a better father.
But, anyway, there's no point in getting into that.
No.
A while back I would have joked around and said, hey, but I turned out fine, but I can't really say that right now.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So,
No, you can't.
No, can't say that.
But, I'm praying every day and still holding out hope and praying to Jesus and asking for his help and his mercy and asking him to help deliver me from this if it's possible, and to continue to give me the strength to endure it and get through it and to continue watching out for her, take care of her.
There's no problem with. She's in the best place she can be, if not here.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
1 minute remaining.
I agree with you there, Mama. Only because you said she's in the best place right now that she could be. There ain't no better place to be. I mean, if you want to be honest, except for on earth with a loving parents that love her and raise her in the way that she should go, and not do what they were doing to her. I mean, Hey, Morgana. Yeah, I don't know, Patricia. It's just so gross. It's on fleek today. It's side swaggled. It's always side swaggled. Oh. All right. Let's get back.
Sorry.
These things go so fast.
I know.
Well, I'm not going to be able to call you again tonight just because it's already really late, and by the time the cool down period is over, it's going to be like 10 minutes until the phone system shuts off.
Okay, darling. Well, try again.
I will call you back tomorrow evening, though, and I'll try to get an earlier start at it, okay?
Okay, love you.
I love you too, Mama Bear. I love you, Dad.
Love you too.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
All right. So that was June 15, 9:19 p.m. So let me go grab the next one. June 15. Okay, so we open this tab, share it.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've read that one yet.
Hold on.
The time is
Let me scooch past the minute mark.
excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes. Press 0 to continue or... Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at Osceola. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey.
Hi, sweetie. Hey.
That phone app is not working right. So the same number you just...
Why is it acting wonky? There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, it is grocery day, right? It's Friday. Okay.
called your mother. Everything's the same except my last four is 6588.
Okay.
All right, so don't use the other number because it flashes up on the screen and it says I missed the call. I never got a chance to answer it.
So don't use the jackpot number anymore?
The jackpot number. Okay, don't use the jackpot number.
All right.
Hey. You want
6588?
puppy watch?
Yep.
Okay. What were you saying, Mom?
I said we're on puppy watch. She's in there nesting in the whooping box.
Oh, so she's about to have them?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Well, anytime.
We're ready. We're ready.
I'm jealous.
I wish you were here.
Yeah, me too. I love puppy time.
I know, baby, I know.
So we ordered some books for you. So yeah, so we shipped them to the new address, and obviously we're chasing the order that's sitting over there in Seminole. But what did we get? About 6 books.
4 or 5. We got 2 Michael Crichtons. I got a Sudoku and a cards.
Can you repeat that? You were breaking up a little bit.
Before.
Okay, did you hear what he just said? Okay, he was talking. We got 2 Michael Crichton books. We got a card book. We got a Sudoku, and we got what?
Anything else? Okay.
Okay, 2 Michael Crichtons.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a Sudoku.
Yeah.
Got a card game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's $4.
Yeah.
Okay, $4. $70 for $4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so 4 books.
Okay, cool. Very nice. Which Michael Crichton books did you get me? Do you remember?
We got, was it Sapphire?
No.
No, what's the one that started with S?
What is Sphere?
Sphere, yeah, thank you. And then,
I think, did we get Volcano?
no, I don't know what you got. Anyway, we got 2 Michael Crichton books, the card books, the Sudoku,
Okay, great.
and I think it's supposed to arrive Tuesday.
Okay, very cool. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for those then.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not the Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead. Oh, very cool. Very cool art.
Yeah.
That was a movie.
What's that?
That was a movie. We got 3 Michael Crichton. We got Edith of the Dead, Fear, and what is this? Dragon Teeth.
Which one?
Dragon Teeth.
Dragon Teeth. Oh, okay. I don't think I've read that one yet. What's that about?
And then there's Timeline. We also got Michael Crichton Timeline.
Oh, awesome. Oh, you got some good ones.
And the Thousand Sudokus.
Yeah.
Easy to hard.
I think the only other one, Michael Crichton one that I had for my list was Jurassic Park as well, so.
Yeah, scroll up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got arriving Tuesday. Eaters of the Dead is arriving on the 24th, which is like a week later. And then Card Games for Travelers.
Yes.
Okay. And then arriving Tuesday, again, more arriving Tuesday Timeline and Sudoku. So there was like 5 books.
Oh, very nice. Okay, cool.
Hey, Donnie.
Cool. That's exciting.
Hello, happy Friday.
Did the social workers ever get a chance to send you the list of the books?
No.
No, okay. That's fine. If you want, I can give you just a few titles to add to the list once these arrive. If you want to add any other ones.
All right, go ahead.
The Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Correct. Jurassic Park. And The Howling.
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the movie that gave me werewolf nightmares for, most of my young life. Back when we lived in Summerport, I read the book on an ebook, and I got to tell you, the book was way more terrifying. That gave me nightmares.
Wow. Okay.
I've never had a book give me nightmares before, but I read The Howling, and it gave me nightmares.
All right. Well, I won't be reading that one myself. I'm not into that stuff anyway.
Yeah, but
Anything else on this list?
yeah, actually, let me see here. Dinotopia Lost.
Dinotopia Lost?
Dinotopia Lost.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but you bought me that book when we lived in Bradenton. And it was my first big book.
Okay.
What about Dinotopia, A Land Apart from Time?
I don't know. I haven't read that one, but I know I like Dinotopia Lost. It was by Alan Dean Foster, and it was a very good book.
And then they got Dinotopia, The World in Need, and Dinotopia Lost.
Yeah, they got like a whole Dinotopia series, but Dinotopia Lost is like a big serious book. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hang on a second, I need to add this to the cart. Won't use it yet, but I want to keep the names right. So what's the next one?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You think that?
And I think there was Jaws started as a novel, didn't it?
It all started as a novel.
What's that?
Wasn't a movie. It wasn't a movie first. It was a book first.
Yeah, Jaws. I've never read the novel. I'd love to read the novel.
Okay.
And then beyond that, I mean, I've got things like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne.
You mentioned some Agatha Christie.
What's that?
You mentioned Agatha Christie.
Yes, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, and I think she wrote a couple others in that series with Hercule Poirot as the lead character. So I think it was Murder on the Orient Express, and I think she also wrote Death on the Nile. and then A Haunting in Venice. I know they made movies off of them.
You want any Tom Swift books?
Tom Swift? Yeah, I'm not familiar with those actually.
I read them as a kid. They were kind of not science fiction. They were space books, kind of like Star Trek.
Okay, I see. And I've got some other classic literature like Treasure Island, Moby Dick, Heart of Darkness.
Where are you going to keep all these?
Well, that's why we're kind of starting a little bit at a time. I don't have much in the way of storage right now, although in the regular cells apparently you have some kind of storage foot locker or something, but if nothing else.
Make it all these books in this moving day.
What's that?
I said it's going to be kind of tough when it's moving day and you got all these books.
Yeah, no kidding. Obviously, the Crichton ones, I definitely want to get those in my hands. I mean, we can take the list slow. You know, you don't have to get them all at once. But the Crichtons are definitely a must-haves. Ready Player One, The Hobbit, you know, J.R.R. Tolkien, must-haves. The Howling, Jaws. Yeah. So I mean, we take them slow. If nothing else, I can have, you know, a few stacks of books up against the wall or something for now.
Okay.
And most of these aren't going to be like super thick, so.
Okay.
And I can give you more if you want, but I figure you've got a good list to go off of for now.
Yeah, we got enough to work with.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're on Puppy Watch, and what did you eat for dinner tonight?
We had some so-so baby back ribs. I got at Sam's. They weren't that good. Didn't like them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then I had a baked potato, and then I made some keto brownies. I didn't like those either.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
There's a trilogy for Howling.
I can't hear her too well.
There's a Howling trilogy book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Yeah, go for that. I didn't know if they had any more Howling books or not. I knew of the first one. I didn't know if they had written any more. So if they got a trilogy, yeah, go for the trilogy.
yeah. You can tell it's a trilogy. It's $26 for the book.
Oh, is it like one big book?
Yeah, one big book has 3 stories in it.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And that also won't take up as much space.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
This bag.
I was hoping they wrote more than one. Yeah, definitely. That's exciting. That's good. That will be nightmares.
My Pet Werewolf.
What's that?
Stephen King's Cycle of the Werewolf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they got good werewolf, I mean, if you can find highly rated werewolf books, that's always...
Well, they've got 4.5 stars.
That's not bad, then. And Stephen King is, you know, he's the king of horror, so I presume his would be good.
Yeah, you would think so. That trilogy didn't have an add to cart. You had to put it on the list, so it may not be available.
Okay, well...
And then you got Stephen King, Eyes of the Dragon.
I don't know what that one is. But if you can only get the first Howling book, that's fine. Or if you have to get them individually, that's fine too.
Okay.
As long as we at least get the first one in my hands, you know, I'll be somewhat satisfied with that. And now that I know there's a trilogy, though, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, yeah, that one's available.
Okay.
The Howling.
Yeah, I hope.
Wait, no. No, it says The Howling book, and it's a Library of Doom graphic novel. No, that's not what you want.
It's what?
It's a graphic novel, so it's a big comic book.
It's not the book.
It's not the book you wanted.
Oh, okay.
It's the book.
Yeah. I mean, graphic novels sound interesting, and I'd love to be able to get some graphic novels in here. I'm just,
Did they let you?
maybe they might. I talked to the mental health director, and she seemed to think that it should be okay as long as it's not like super offensive, and of course as long as it's not like bound by staples or anything like that. But I would definitely want to have the regular novel first, though.
1 minute remaining.
There's the 1 minute. What's that?
You believe I found the original.
Found the what?
She found the book.
Okay.
Yep, here it is.
I'm going to call you guys back in about 15 minutes, if I'm able to, and you know the drill. If not, you'll hear from me in the next one.
Okay. All right. Talk to you. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go through some of your comments. Hold on just a second. Dad is going to have to work until he drops dead, right? Patricia said his dad's claiming to hate the probably very delicious food he ate to spare Stephan. Maybe. But I will say the day before, or well, maybe 2 or 3 calls back, when it was just the dad on the phone and not mom too, he was talking about like his last meal before they like him, on death row. And he said something about a Little Caesar's pizza and a 2-liter of cherry Coke. I don't know. And the dad said something about them opening up a Del Taco. And he kept like bringing up, foods and stuff. And I was like, oh, Dad's sticking it to him. Like, I kind of thought it was funny. Hope all your food tastes like soap. Donnie said, I was thinking last night about the conversations around gastric bypasses. Did the mom say the Maddie was saved from bad things? Did she say Maddie was next step for gast? No. She was talking about the grandmother. Oh, I think she was talking about the grandmother because Jen had gastric bypass. I don't think she was talking about. I don't think she was talking about Maddie. Yeah, I think she was talking about the grandmother. Jen's mom. Yeah, I heard that word. To be honest, I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. Hi, is it Bree? Hi, Bree. Welcome. Bree says, hi, have you guys seen the parents' interview with a YouTuber? Forgot which one. They called him a manipulative psychopath or something similar. The only interview that I've seen his parents do was with Hidden True Crime. Yeah. I remember the mom said something about him being a monster, or doing like monstrous things. And the dad basically says, uh, if his mouth is moving, he's lying. So, yeah. Oh, you Googled what it meant? I haven't. I just assumed it meant something bad. I don't know. Yeah, it was really good, Donnie. It was a really good interview. It kind of puts you into what they're thinking now, you know? Because this has been several months back, but still. Um, yeah. But am I mistaken? Does anybody else think that when the mom mentioned the gastric bypass and stuff, that she was talking about Jen's mom? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. It was interesting they see him for what he is. Hmm. Yes, the Hidden True Crime interview is after these calls. These calls were back last summer. The interview that they did with Hidden True Crime it's been a few months back. I don't think so. I don't think that they have spoken, um, Akasha, between Jen and Stephan. I don't believe so. Regardless of who they're speaking of, they shouldn't cast stones when their son is Stephan Sterns, right? Patricia says, I haven't, Bree. That's interesting that they admitted that. They placate him on calls, but when he's not there, they know exactly what he is. That's a tough place he puts his own parents in. Well, even in the interviews, they admit to, things, but they also still sort of um I don't know, blame Jen, but Jen needs to be blamed too, you know? So, true, true, true. But I don't want to. The parents are seeing the light of day, but also they knew what he done. Even if it wasn't the murder aspect and it was just the CSAM junk, that in itself is enough to, they knew that was going on. They knew it, you know? So they still coddled him even through that, knowing that. And that was gross. Hey, Miss King. No worries, hon. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Because the other thing that struck me is how she was speaking faith, but then calls him names rightfully. Yeah. Well, keep in mind, I mean, she talked about how they were such a good Christian couple and they took those friends of Stephan's in when they were young, and then badmouths them the next time you turn around for whatever. It just kind of negates, you know? Couldn't imagine having him as a son, right? Being jealous, yeah. Bree says, exactly, Patricia. My parents were the same way with my sister during her horrible person phase. Parents still want to be part of their kids' lives even when they know their kids are poopy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They do. And I understand that. It's the whole unconditional love thing, you know. Um, and we were talking about this a day or two ago. For me, I think if I were in his mother's shoes, you would love him unconditionally regardless because he's your child, no matter how old he is. But love them from afar and throw in lots of tough love. Like, I don't know. I don't know. There's a ladybug that just landed on my wall. The coddling and the constantly blaming things on Jen, which, like I said, Jen needs to be blamed for some stuff too, obviously. But I just feel like they didn't write. Maybe just write letters. Maybe just write letters. The whole, it's just gross. It's just gross. Two-faced, right, Donnie? The audio recording between the dad and law enforcement the day she went missing, the dad was calling Stephan terrible names. It's just so two-faced. Mm. Well, the dad says a lot of things about Stephan, you know. Talked about how he, you know, wouldn't work. He leached money for years because he wouldn't hold a job. And, you know, yep, told him about the storage unit. The dad's the one that told him about the storage unit because the dad found another hard drive or something in the storage unit that held some more CSAM, basically. Now, I don't know if dad, like, hooked it up and looked at it and saw what was on there, or did he just assume that was what was on there and he's like, police, come get this because I don't know what's on it and I don't want to be liable for anything. I don't know which, but yeah. And I feel like dad is way more I feel like mom is way more coddling than dad is, but you know, also I think that's pretty common. Moms usually are the coddlers and dads are the more, you know, uh tough love kind of deal. So, it's all coming back to me now. Donnie. Oh, gosh. If he was in law enforcement, he did what he had to do. At that time, though, he wasn't in law enforcement. I think he's a real estate dude or something. All right, 2024, 813. Let's go to the next. My kiddo is being crazy pants. If y'all can hear her in there, she's being crazy pants. She's being crazy pants. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Law enforcement mind stays the same, yeah. Kind of like once you're a cop, you're always a cop or something. All right. I'm going to share this tab, exit out of this one, and here we go.
8:40 views. 1. After your PIN number.
United States of America.
Now, this call is only 3 minutes, but I think that they get cut off or disconnected or something, so.
You have 1. Old message. For calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please. Your account balance is $30.70. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or...
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at Osceola. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello there.
I was just thinking, it's amazing how many of Crichton's books have been turned into movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Stephen King's as well. So we were talking, Stephen King had some werewolf books as well?
Yep.
Okay. This sounded interesting. And,
Let's do everything at once, but listen up. I'm going to go through a list of what I've got on here for you.
okay.
Okay. Good. Oh, where are they? Okay. Michael Crichton Eruptions.
Uh-huh.
The Dune Saga.
Okay.
3 of them. Let's see. The Call of the Wild.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a classic.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, very good.
Hobbit.
The Hobbit, must have.
It by Stephen King.
Ooh, that one's going to give me some nightmares too, I bet.
The Howling.
Yeah, very good.
I'm trying to get the trilogy on that. Stephen King.
Okay, that call ended. So let me go to the next one. And this is actually going to be the last call that we have. So there's that. Hold on. Let me share this tab. Make it big. Okay, here we go.
You have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I think we got cut off.
We did.
Yeah, the phone said call failed.
Stupid phone systems. So we were going down that book list. Did you want to try to go down it again for me?
I can.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get back to where I was. Okay. It'll probably be better just to go to the cart and read them out.
Yeah, probably.
I've got 26 books in there.
Okay.
At a price of $342, so we're not sending them all at once.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so what we've got. You've already got those that are arriving. So now, how about Next by Michael Crichton?
Okay.
Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King.
Cycle of the Werewolf.
The Andromeda Strain by Crichton.
Okay.
Pirate Latitudes by Crichton.
Prayers and Attitudes by Crichton. Crichton's written a lot of stuff, huh?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Does illustrated classic edition with original illustrations.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
As
The
long as
Dune
it's
Saga.
all paperback, right?
Yes, all paperback. the Dune Saga 3-book box set, Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune.
All right. Well, hopefully they won't have a problem with it being a box. They may not let me have the box, but they might
No,
give me the box.
it's just called a box set, but it's I don't know what it does. Okay.
Okay.
Call of the Wild,
Call of the Wild, yeah.
Jaws,
Jaws,
Moby Dick,
Moby Dick,
The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, nice.
Eruption. It follows Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Eruption.
And Congo.
Oh, Congo, I forgot about that one.
I didn't. I love that.
Oh.
The Howling Trilogy.
The Howling Trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Dinotopia Lost.
Very good.
Eyes of the Dragon, King.
Eyes of the Dragon by King.
Here's one you forgot. Christine by Stephen King.
Oh, is that the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one's,
The Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit.
It by Stephen King.
It.
Mm-hmm. Jurassic Park.
Yep, must have, yep.
And Lost World Jurassic Park 2.
Oh, was that also by Crichton?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And the last one is Michael Crichton, and it's Prey. P-R-E-Y.
P-R-E-Y. Prey. Oh, wonder what that one's about.
I don't know, but we'll start sending some that maybe you haven't gotten, but they'll come. They're just going to come a couple at a time.
Yep, that's fine. Definitely the Crichtons and the Hobbit. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed Michael Crichton.
Well, he's a very good author.
Yeah,
He just really grabs his audience and holds on to them.
Yeah, no kidding. He definitely held on to me.
But I thought that Christine would be one that you would go, ooh, I forgot.
Yeah, I did forget about that one.
So some of the old stuff. Now, I didn't send you Pet Sematary because I don't like that book. I don't like that story.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was screwed up enough, but I've heard the book will really fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah,
I wish you would ask them if you're allowed, if it comes from Amazon, any hard candy.
I discussed it a little bit with the social
to get it there.
I mean, it's just that they go through the commissary company, and they probably have a contract, if I had to guess, with the commissary company. And if they were to let people get snacks off of Amazon, I assume the commissary company might be a little pissy about that.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, I'll ask, but
well, if it's something that the commissary doesn't stock, that's different. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll ask. I'll definitely ask.
Like I was thinking about that coffee flavored candy that you liked.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to get coffee candy. There's a couple of brands that are really good. Copico and United are both really good brands of coffee candy.
I know. I took all the ones that were in your room and put them in my room, and I've been eating them about one every other day.
Oh, yeah?
I like the cappuccino ones that are half white and half brown.
The cappuccino ones are really good, yeah. Those are Copico brands. And then the regular Copicos are really good as well.
Yep, the square ones, yeah.
Then the United brand, that's like the Copico, but it's a little bit of a bolder flavor.
Okay. And I don't know the Mexican candy that you like. I don't know the name of it.
Revolsadita.
Well, forget that. I don't know. Still don't know it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if it's something that they do not have and will not have, maybe they would let you get it sent in.
I don't know.
Since it is a hard candy, it's not.
Yeah.
It's coming straight from the manufacturer. So.
Ask. It could be a security issue, but I'll ask.
I don't know how. Okay. It's not coming from us. It's coming from Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. It's just, you know, they're weird about stuff, but I'll see what they say.
Okay, and you've got all the toiletries you need?
I ordered shampoo and washcloths off of commissary. I've still got toothpaste and deodorant. And I've got a toothbrush and all that. So for now, I think I probably need to get some lotion or something now. Laying on this mat, like my elbows and my ankles are getting just messed up.
Yeah, probably rubbing.
Yeah, it's friction, and also my forehead is becoming permanently creased by worry lines.
Right. Worry lines.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it's getting permanently my forehead, going across my forehead. It's probably doesn't help that I'm probably chronically dehydrated as well.
Well, you're not drinking enough water?
Yeah, I'm probably not drinking enough water because it's just tap water, so I try to drink enough, but it's...
I thought you were able to order those powders from the commissary that, you know, turn it into fruit punch or something.
That's money, and, you know, the stuff that I'd like to keep in stock is already, you know, pricey enough, plus the things I splurge on every once in a while. You know, I try to make sure that I have enough coffee because coffee is very comforting. It's one of the few things that, you know, gives me any enjoyment here. Every time I drink a cup of coffee, it just releases a whole bunch of happy chemicals in my brain. And then my hard candies and my saltine crackers. So, I mean, beyond that, it's, you know, it gets expensive if I start going much beyond that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've got a lot going on here, so we'll keep you up to date with that. I think she's going to have puppies within the next 12 to 18 hours, so.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I could send you a picture of them.
Yeah, me too.
I think once you get that tablet thing, I think we may be able to send you a picture like that.
Yeah, actually, you can send pictures, and they'll either scan them in to the system, or you can consume you through that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so you can totally send me pictures, and they'll scan them in electronically.
Well, I don't know how to send you a picture and have them scan it in unless I send it via email.
I think maybe even if you send a physical picture or something, they might physically scan.
We don't. Nobody takes a physical picture anymore. We all do it on cameras and go straight to our computer.
Yeah, I mean, you can print it out maybe, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to ask the mental health people and see how that system works.
Okay, do that. Are they giving you anything for anxiety and sleep?
No. Like I said before, when I got the murder charge, I asked them for something for anxiety, and they gave me an antidepressant that also doubles for anxiety, and that gave me even worse symptoms. So.
That gives you worse symptoms?
Yeah, we already went through that.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I started feeling extremely panicky and like an elephant was sitting on my chest and the sky was crushing down on me.
Okay, baby, well, you can't do that.
Nope, so I decided I'd just take my chances with the depression and anxiety.
Okay.
And it's been mostly okay, although lately I guess for a little while now I've been having some mild hallucinations.
Yeah?
Like I'll see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words, like each word will jitter out like a Morse code flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners of my eye.
Well, you know, that could be a visitation from, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. I keep catching flickers of movement out of the corner of my eye, like just out of the periphery of my vision, like I'm seeing a bug move or something, and then I look over and there.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe the isolation is starting to mess with me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
I would imagine it has. It's taking its toll on everyone.
Yeah. Well, you know, when she passed away, you know, I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that.
No, I did not.
And I was literally out of my mind when I was first booked into jail. I was hallucinating. I was hearing things and seeing things very badly. And it took me about a week to come out of that.
I hope you're sharing all that with your attorneys.
I did, and the mental health people knew about it as well because, you know, they're the ones that interview you when you come in and like, you know, are you seeing anything? Are you hearing anything? I was like, yes, you know, to both. I was hearing reverberating noises going through my cell and in my head, and I would look at the doors, and it looked like the doors were breathing. And then it took me about a week to come out of that, and then it took me another 3 weeks or so before I started to regain some lucidity in my mind and some clarity again. And it took me a while to come out of that. You guys, I don't think you guys knew that.
No, did not.
Yeah, so I was not in my right mind after I found her.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I understand why, but
a complete mental and emotional breakdown, and then everything that followed was kind of a result of that.
oh, well,
I wish I'd handled that passing a lot better, but I was not capable of rational thoughts or actions at that point. I literally was not in my right mind.
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's hard to believe we're halfway through June already.
It is, isn't it?
May crept
Well, no.
slowly, and now June is just flying by.
Whoops, you got a minute.
Yeah, this will probably be my last call tonight, but I'll call you back within the next couple of days.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have news about puppies by then.
I assume you might. You said there's going to be 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you've hidden one.
Who knows? You never know. We always used to play Count the Spines.
Yeah, well, I was there when they counted the skulls on this one, and that was pretty good
Okay.
count, so.
Well, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you within the next couple days or so. Be good, okay?
Well,
Keep an eye out for those books.
Well, when your heart stops beating, so does your opportunity to repent, so make your heart right with God while you can. That I just read. I like that.
I do.
Don't forget that.
Almost every day.
I know, darling. Okay, I know you're going to be gone, so
Okay.
just want to say I love you, and we're thinking about you.
Thank you
I'm
for
over there.
holding IT Solutions.
I love you, Dad.
Goodbye.
All right, you guys. So, this is his explanation for pulling a weekend at Bernie's before dumping Maddie on the side of the road. Exactly. Yep. You're right. Yeah, it's a panic attack. You're fine. Everything's fine. And let me just say, while he was talking about all his candy, I literally had a piece of coffee hard candy. You're welcome, Stephan. I enjoyed it for you. All right. So, that was the last of the calls that we've got, okay? That's the last of the calls that we have. I'm so privileged. I know, right? So privileged. It is what it is. And let me have, well, one little sup left of my coffee. Hold on. I mean, if you're a law-abiding citizen and you're not a monster and you don't do monstrous things, again, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So, there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, this is going to be kind of did you heat your coffee water in the sink? No, Gail, I got to use my Keurig with piping hot water. It was a piping hot cup of coffee with lots of creamer, any flavor creamer I want, out of my very own refrigerator, in my very own kitchen, in my very own house, in the free United States of America. Am I throwing all the shade or what right now? Okay, so yesterday we talked about, or maybe it was the day before, I can't remember, when we talked about, remember, Stephan having all this extra money that he was spending on these toys and things, and whether or not he showed images of Maddie online or sold them, allegedly. I dropped the mic. Good. Boom. Boom. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had a little coffee air bubble. Anyway, I saw this video, okay, pop up today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to share this. Hold on, let me find it. I've got it right here. I just need to share it. I don't know if you guys know this guy. His name is True Crime with Strategic Eyes. Let me put his link here in the chat because he's got a really good short video here that I want to go over some of with you guys because it kind of answered that for me. Now, this isn't confirmed information, but it's really good speculation. And it kind of makes sense. I like him, Miss King. I like him a lot. I think I was introduced to him through Grizzly, maybe. Yeah, the hearing in the background, yeah. But that's not what it's about. That's not about the hearing, what he shares. But hold on a second. Let me video credit to True Crime with Strategic Eyes on YouTube. Here. All right. So, I want to watch this with you guys. Part of it, not all of it. And I want to, I don't know if this guy is okay with people, like reviewing some of his content or not. I've never shared anything of his before over here, but so I definitely want to mention the fair use here. Thank you, Morgana. Maybe Donnie, maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, so the name of his, the title of this video that he shared is Gray Hughes Investigates and Chris Sterns, which is Stephan's dad, solved what Stephan Sterns was doing at 11 p.m. So I was like, ooh, what was he doing at 11 p.m.? Because 11 p.m. was when Maddie was supposedly going to bed, right? That's what he tells the dad. So let's check this out, and I want to see what you guys think. Okay?
Yeah. I got an interesting show for you guys today, and I just decided to jump right into this, all right? I want to jump right into this and get to the meat of it because Aki pointed something very interesting out to me. And what she pointed out is a nexus between what Stephan Sterns' father said during a conversation that he had with his son and what Gray Hughes Investigates discovered during his own investigation of the Madeline Soto case. Now, what I want to do is I want to start off by playing for you the conversation that Chris Sterns had with Stephan Sterns. Let's listen to that right now.
You were awake when sent her into the room with you?
Yeah.
Now, you guys remember, we've heard this. We listened to this I think this actual discussion on the phone between Stephan and his dad was just yesterday, I think. It was during our viewing or listening of the audio calls yesterday where we heard this conversation between the two of them. So, keep your ears open for this.
And she was fine when she came into your room? What time at night was that?
Maybe 11-ish or so, I'm not sure.
What time did she go into the room? She was fine when she went in the room with you. Yeah. Around what time did she go into the room? Says Chris Sterns. Stephan Sterns answers around 11. Now keep 11 in your head, but I'm gonna play for a few seconds just so we can get some context for the conversation. I don't like cutting people off because people say, well, what's the context? Well, let's listen to the context. But what you need to remember is 11 p.m. That's the time that Stephan Sterns just told his father that Madeline went into the bedroom with him. Let's keep going just for a little context.
Okay, so she was fine. So what happened between 11 and whenever you found her?
Okay, so real quick, I want to say that these types of questions that the dad asks is the LE in dad. You know what I mean? Like what you guys were talking about earlier. I mean, once you're a cop, you're always a cop. I know that saying is for Marines. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine, but I kind of get the cop thing too. But I feel like a lot of times whenever the dad is talking to him, he's literally like interrogating him, doing an interview. Like these are the kinds of questions that you hear when you in these body cam footage that we see all the time where the suspect is being interviewed or interrogated. So that's one reason why I really don't have hard feelings towards the dad.
Well, that's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it, Dad? I just added Dad. He didn't say that, but he said that's the $1,000,000 question.
Yeah. I mean, when you say you were out of the room, for what length of time were you out of the room?
I don't know.
15 minutes?
No. I mean, I left the room a couple times. The first time I left to go to the bathroom.
All right, so he starts mealy-mouthing on when he left the room. We all know these are lies. All right.
I'm going to rewind it and listen to this back so I don't interrupt the conversation between Dad and Stephan.
That's the $1,000,000 question.
The $1,000,000 question. That is what they say when they don't want to answer the question. Oh, well, that's the $1,000,000 question. You know? Because Dad's like, well, what happened between that time and when you found her? Oh, that's the $1,000,000 question. I don't know, Dad.
Just so we can get some context for the conversation. I don't like cutting people off because by playing for you the conversation that Chris Sterns had with Stephan Sterns. Let's listen to that right now.
You were awake when
sent her into the room with you?
Yeah.
And she was fine when she came into your room? What time at night was that?
Maybe 11-ish or so, I'm not sure.
What time did she go into the room? She was fine when she went in the room with you. Yeah. Around what time did she go into the room? Says Chris Sterns. Stephan Sterns answers around 11. Now keep 11 in your head, but I'm gonna play for a few seconds just so we can get some context for the conversation. I don't like cutting people off because people say, well, what's the context? Well, let's listen to the context. But what you need to remember is 11 p.m. That's the time that Stephan Sterns just told his father that Madeline went into the bedroom with him. Let's keep going just for a little context.
Okay, so she was fine. So what happened between 11 and whenever you found her?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it, Dad? I just added Dad. He didn't say Dad, but he said that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah. I mean, when you say you were out of the room for what length of time were you out of the room?
I don't know.
15 minutes?
No. I mean, I left the room a couple times. The first time I left to go to the bathroom.
All right, so he starts mealy-mouthing on when he left the room. We all know these are lies. We all know he's telling stories. We all know you can't believe nothing Stephan Sterns says.
Oh, hell no!
But that Madeline did go to the room at 11 p.m. We don't know for sure. There's a lot we don't know for sure. We're just speculating, but we know that Maddie was in that room. But something else happened at 11 p.m.
Okay, here's where we're going to get into the what else was Stephan doing at 11 p.m., okay? Oh, wow, Akasha, really? My sister got into a whole fight with this man on one of his videos. I guess he was real peeved about it. Oh, no. Well, I hope he doesn't, strike me or anything. That's why I'm using fair use. I'm using fair use. I'm starting and stopping, and I'm not going to play the whole thing, so, okay. Actually, I'm going to get straight to, here we go. So he uses part of Vinnie Politan's clip where Vinnie is talking to Gray Hughes, okay? And I know there's a lot of fussing and fighting, not fussing and fighting, but a lot of people don't like Gray. If you know, you know. I don't mind the dude. I mean, he's a bit much. He's a bit angsty and hateful and stuff. He can be when he wants to be. But he's a really good content creator. He's really good at researching things and stuffs. Right, Michelle? Everyone has some they don't like that others do. He's a dog with a bone. He is. He's something else. I'll tell you that. He's something else. He's something else. But let's check this out here.
That we got to give a big shout out to Gray Hughes Investigates for discovering during his investigation. See,
Listen.
Gray Hughes was able to get this information from all the FOIA.
Can you see what's on the screen right here? Look. Telegram. You guys know what Telegram is, right? I do too, Michelle. I mean, he's a butt, especially about people not donating to his channel. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, okay, Akasha. You all know what Telegram is, though, right? Well, if you don't, you're getting ready to find out.
Requests and all that stuff, he was able to determine that Stephan Sterns was logged into the app at 11 p.m. Let's listen.
Called Telegram. This is really significant, this piece of information that we got from...
Now here, Telegram. The timestamp here, 2/26/2024. I don't know what this here is, but this 044905 plus 0, I'm not sure. But apparently what he was saying, I'll back it up because I was like mouthing myself. Gray goes into the documents and starts digging into the FOIA, stuff, and finds, I guess according to some of the cell phone information, what he was doing at that time. So
this information from all the FOIA requests and all that stuff, you was in that room. But something else happened at 11 p.m. that we got to give a big shout out to Gray Hughes Investigates for discovering during his investigation. See, Gray Hughes was able to get this information from all the FOIA requests and all that stuff. He was able to determine that Stephan Sterns was logged into the app at 11 p.m. Let's listen.
Called Telegram. This is really significant, this piece of information that we got from Gray Hughes Investigates. Now, it's from an app called Telegram. What is the Telegram app? It's a messaging app focused on speed and security. Over 700 million monthly active users. You can send messages, photos, videos, and files of any type. You can create groups of up to 200,000 people. You can create channels for broadcasting to unlimited audience.
You guys listening to this while Vinny narrates it for us? You guys see what you can do with Telegram? I know you guys who are watching this, you've already heard of the allegations of what Stephan Sterns may have been doing on Telegram, but we're corroborating that he may have done those things that people have been speculating. Let's keep going. Listen to Vinny read out all the horrible things you can do with Telegram. They're not horrible if you use them in a positive way, but we know how Stephan Sterns was used, or at least we suspect how Stephan Sterns may have been using this application. But let's keep going. Go ahead.
Okay, just for fair use, I'm going to pause it again and kind of go over some of these. Okay. Well, like he just said, Gail, I mean, Telegram's okay if you're using it for good things, but Telegram, because of what these little bullet points on the screen are, is a reason why people can use it for very bad things as well, right? So it says here, what is Telegram? There are over 700 million monthly active users. You can send messages, photos, videos, and files of any type. Groups that allow up to 200,000 people. Channels for broadcasting to unlimited audiences. That basically means live video. Contacting people through phone numbers or usernames that uses end-to-end encryption. And that means it can't be found on record. So he could allegedly have been sharing photos to other people on Telegram, videos, or even live streaming him doing things with her to a live audience on Telegram. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that that's very possible. And some people do believe probable. And some people believe that he may have used that as a money making thing. Again, for me, that's all speculation and opinion. I have no facts to back any of that up at all whatsoever. However, I do hope and pray that if it is what happened, that it's brought out in court. And I'll tell you something else. I hope that whoever was on the other end of that, on the other end of the telephone, not Stephan and Maddie, but whoever was receiving this content gets found out somehow or another. Just saying.
Vinny, talk to us.
Audiences, you can contact people through phone number or username, and it uses end-to-end encryption, ensuring they have no data to disclose. You get that? So your data doesn't go to the app. So when the search warrant comes for the app, they have
nothing on the app. And when they send a subpoena to Telegram, Telegram says, we delete it. We have nothing on our servers. Nothing to see here. Means you get no evidence from Telegram.
That's scary. That's scary. And something else, like, is that even legal? I don't understand that, how that is okay. They do, Akasha. They have cops that go on those sites and infiltrate the rooms and catch people that's going to be in off. Yeah. They do. They do. Gail, I know. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross.
Let's keep going.
Nothing to give to authorities because of this encryption. And they say to this day, we have disclosed 0 bytes of user data to third parties, including governments.
Right.
Okay? So it's pretty secure, this Telegram.
Right. So why are we putting this together? What Aki brought to my attention. Stephan Sterns, Jen Soto, Chris Stearns, all of these people are made aware by Stephan Sterns that Maddie goes to bedroom number 4 at 11 p.m. 2300 if you're in the military or law enforcement. Stephan Sterns logs into the app at 11 p.m.
Now, is that coincidence? Oh, exactly. Exactly. Ween Baby, like they said, they can subpoena Telegram, but Telegram won't have anything to give them because nothing is backed up. Nothing is recorded. It's automatically like, poof, gone. You know?
Law enforcement have evidence of Stephan Sterns abusing Maddie throughout the night.
I mean, that's basically it. I'll put the link in the chat one more time if you guys want to go and watch the rest of the video. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Telegram is based on being deleted like that Snapchat. Yeah. But like he said, you can give Telegram a subpoena, but they can't there's nothing that they can get. Right wing baby. I don't know. I don't know. The whole end-to-end encryption thing is what makes it pretty much anonymous and like gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. Ew, gross. That's so gross, Michelle. Catch the full video at True Crime with Strategic Eyes here. All right. There you go. All right. So, that's it. That's basically it. Again, thank you, True Crime with Strategic Eyes, for sharing that little nugget of speculation information, because, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that think that that's what happened. So, all right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And, right, but let's ban TikTok. I know. You can't even say, I mean, I've heard TikTok is worse than YouTube, like about saying certain words, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. Last drop. I'm done. My cuppeth is empty. My cuppeth is empty. I'm going to have to go fill my cup up with another cup of hot coffee. You guys, thank you so much for joining. I know today's a shorter day, but it is Friday and the weather is beautiful. And I'm going to get outside again since it's nice and warm. And I hope you guys do too. I hope that you have great weather wherever you're at. I hope that if we do get storms this weekend, that they're minor and that everybody is safe this weekend. So let me just say that. Hold on. Okay. I thought I had a notification on my phone. Hide in the basement. Yes. Yes. You guys, I don't know what next week is going to look like. Because like I said, next week on Monday, kiddo goes back to school. All right. Cautious says I'm about to enjoy the crap out of this big cat. Oh, you mean Kit Kat? Knowing Stephan will never ever get to have one. Do you mean Kit Kat? Like a candy bar? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna I'll have kiddo going back to school on Monday, and you guys please pray that it goes well. She wants to go back, but I also know that it's been a while, and I don't know if she's going to be like overwhelmed going back or, you know, be stressed at all. So, I might have to make a run to go pick her up midday. I pray I don't. I hope everything's fine, but yeah, praying for no tears. But she's ready to go. She is ready to go. So I don't know what Monday is going to be. I don't know what Monday is going to bring. I don't know. I'm going to have to just play it by ear and see. I know that Lori Vallow and I know that Karen Reed are both starting on the... Wait, does Lori Vallow start on March 31st? That'll be, though... That'll be jury selection, though. And that'll take a few days. Same with Karen Reed, I'm sure. But no. Michelle, I think it's... Let me go Google it real quick. Hold on. Let me go look, because now I'm not sure. Excuse me. March 31st. So yeah, March. So yeah, because the judge said that it may be April the 7th before opening statements begin, depending on how long it takes them to get a jury picked. When Reed starts, I'll be MIA. I need to watch with Bob and Allie. No worries, Akasha. Jury selection for Karen Reed is April 1st, unless something crazy happens before then. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to figure out what to do, because I'm going to have... oh, God. I really want to watch Lori Vallow. I want to watch her be her lawyer in court. I want to watch her whole pro se nonsense. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, and you guys, I forgot to close the poll yesterday. Leave it to me. Henny, where are you? Henny is my poll reminder. But when I looked at it, it was, what was it? I think the vast majority, the like majority vote was the both. They think that she was guilty. Jen Soto was guilty of knowing about both the murder and the essay. So, and I'm kind of right there with y'all. Gonna have to watch Vallow on rewatch. No worries. Well, what you can do is hang out with Bob and Allie for Reed, and then do the replay of Lori Vallow at like 1.5 or speed, whatever. Ween Baby says, I want to watch Lori Vallow more than Karen Reed. Well, I've sat through Karen Reed once. I don't know if I want to do it again. I don't know. I might. But I know for sure that I'm going to be streaming Lori Vallow. So that's all there is to that. Okay. All right. All I remember is my thumb hit the wrong one. Morgana says, Karen Reed all the way for me. Yeah. Well, Bev never goes a whole day, right? It's like every day is half a day. I don't know. I'll have to check in and catch up and stuff. But All right, you guys. Now I'm for sure getting out of here. I'm going to go. I will see you guys back on Monday, though. Hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you enjoy all the weather and all the, good stuff. And let's pray for good weather and not really bad, scary weather. Okay? I'll see you guys back on Monday. I'm not even sure what time it'll be. I do not know. So, Monday, just make sure you got your notifications on, friends. Okay? You guys have a great weekend. You too, Patricia. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.